lately I've been having this problem that when I fly the drone, channel 4 is my, I don't know what you call that exactly, I think it's the yaw, where the drone turns like this. So this is up and down, and this is turning left and right. And what started happening lately was when I was going full throttle for up, when I get to about here, then the channel 4, this one, would go on its own left right quick, and then at the top it would be dead. Then down, for instance, would be fine. Then up to here, the left right would stop, and if I go up with the going left right, it would go like this on its own, and then at the top dead, and this won't register. Down, this will be registering this and this. So this half was good and this half was bad. And also when it was standing like this, channel 4 would bounce like this, like tiny, maybe like 1-2 dots, left right, maybe stop sometimes, then left right. And as I was flying, obviously it was doing strange things that you could feel was glitchy, and I thought it was the gyro that was maybe starting to break. But what ended up being the problem is at the back of the gimbal there's a magnet on top with 3 wires of the magnet reader, and then the magnet's attached to the stick. So the magnet turns, and as it turns, the flat little thing on it would read the magnet. And what ended up being the problem was that one of the wires, the red wire, broke inside the housing of the wire. So when I was going to here is when it would have actually stretched the wire, and then for that moment the wires inside the tube would disconnect, and then when I get back to normal middle, it would connect again, and then down is where it compressed and it still works, and then up it will stretch, disconnect, and then as it was resting like this, it was going like this because of the tiny movement of the wire, maybe by this or moving or whatever, or just the fact that it didn't make proper contact. So I just needed to cut the wire, resolder it, and that fixed the problem. But if your gimbal is making tiny movements left and right on its own, then most of the time I've noticed that it's we've noticed that it's when dust falls through here, through the little cracks, and like sand and stuff, but when it's magnetic, and it ends up landing on the magnets in the gimbal, and that tiny little magnetic sand that's stuck on the magnet moves around sometimes and just confuses that reading, and it will jump tiny little bits. But this was the first time where cleaning that magnet didn't do much. And then the other problem I've noticed with these gimbals is that the magnets on them tend to be glued with something that doesn't last long. So sometimes the magnet itself starts moving on the shaft, and that also makes that the center point keeps moving on its own. So then you just need to put a tiny little glue on the outside where it's like this. Just put a little drop of glue there, super glue, and it goes inside and attaches it properly.